Virginia.
And we're so happy to have you here. If you're new, welcome. If you've seen us before, welcome back. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry at My Yarn Journey.
And you can find me on both as VCS Knits.
So, if you're new to our podcast, we love to start with pouring a little rosé and getting cozy, getting some knitting out, and then catching up on what we've been working on.
So, we cheated. We already cracked open the rosé.
It's been a day.
This is what we're drinking. You're going to tell us all about it.
So this is Curious Rosé. We got it because the bottle's pretty cute. It's affordable, like $10 bottle, and it's Spanish grapes, so Tempranillo and Grenache. Cheers.
It's all right.
Yeah, not my favorite.
No.
It's also a little warm because we cracked it already.
Yeah.
I really like my rosé when it's nice and icy.
Well, let's talk about the obvious elephant in the room. What are we wearing?
Twinning.
So we are wearing our Salty Airs by Samantha Guerin. Yeah, I don't know. Do you want to go first? Should I go first?
Go for it.
I knit this in Shibui Mad Tosh combination, fingering weight, like Superwash Merino. I think it's called like Blue Lagoon. I knit size 3 here, and then I waist shaped down to a size 2, which I'm so pleased I did. I love how it fits. Yeah,
You really well.
I'm obsessed. Yeah.
I feel like waist shaping, we've talked about this before, but it's always the option.
Yeah, especially, and I was actually thinking about this furthermore, with circular yokes. Like with circular yokes, I have a 36-inch bust, and my waist is like much smaller than that. And so I just feel like it just kind of like tense on me, and I don't like that. So with circular yokes, I think I will always waist shape.
So we actually had a friend ask us the other day because she said, you talk about waist shaping a lot in your videos. What is it? Which is a really, really fair question.
Yeah.
So basically, like as Virginia mentioned, to get things to fit with the amount of ease you want on the chest, if you are larger busted, like both of us are, that can end up with a lot of extra ease in the waist. And some people love that look. Neither of us love it on ourselves.
Exactly.
So both of us tend to waist shape pretty much every top down thing we knit, and a lot of bottom things. Bottom up, you have to decide at the beginning, whereas top down, I can kind of see how the yoke fits and then decide. I think Virginia takes a really like logical approach to it.
Which is shocking because this like is the only like logical thing I do when it comes to knitting. Anytime I have to figure out any mat, anything, I'm like texting Amanda being like, how do I figure this out? What do I need to do? And so I'm so shocked that
we're the opposite on this.
Is the only thing that I'm like, you have to do it this way, and this is how you do it.
Yeah, like you decide. Like you're like, okay, the size smaller has this many stitches. I want my waist to be 6 inches or 8 inches, so I need to decrease 6 times over 6 inches, and you like figure out exactly how frequently to decrease. Whereas I'm like, oh, this looks large. Let's throw in around to decreases. And then I wait until it looks like a nice amount of length, and then I do it again. And I just do that until I find off.
So funny.
Which means that I usually end up with like less waist shaping because I like decide late. But I did it for this one as well. Probably about half the amount that you did. Mine is the same size, but my gauge was big, so mine came out bigger, which is what I wanted.
Yeah.
And then I waist shaped. This one is Craft Me Not Yarn Co. in the color Rosemary. And I think it might be like one of my favorite colors on me.
It's such a beautiful color.
It's so pretty.
Yeah. I was telling Amanda before we got on that I love mine, but I love how you can really see her lace on hers. You can't see it as much with my like the tonal variations.
I feel like we were talking about this a bit earlier too, but I have so much variegated yarn because it's just so pretty. Yeah. But I think I'm really gravitating toward garments that are a little bit more solid because you can see the detail more. It's a bit easier to like, you can do more patterns with it.
Yeah, agreed.
So yeah, I also knit size 3, but with an intentionally larger gauge because I really liked the drape at this size. So I think mine ended up being 45 inches instead of, what was it, like 42? And then I waist shaped down not quite as much.
Yeah.
But really pleased with how it fits too.
It's such a fun summer top. Yeah, it goes so fast. I mean, I think like 3 weeks. I think I knitted in.
Yeah, I think about the same for me. I did not do the extra arms. So like you're supposed to knit a few decrease rounds and then knit a few more rounds and then do the ribbing. I didn't just because again I'm so short.
Yeah.
And I had a loose gauge, so my row gauge was bigger anyways. So I just picked up, did 2 decrease rounds, and then started the ribbing.
Yeah. I think I did a half the amount that I was supposed to as well.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's probably about the same then. Just, you know, cute little arm look. Well on our way to matching summer knits.
Yeah. I mean, you come to Denver and you see us, we're just matching all through Denver.
So what amazingly has not happened, and we've never talked about it ahead of time, and I'm probably jinxing this now. We have never shown up to something wearing the same knit at the same time.
No, not accidentally. We have intentionally.
Yeah, well, that doesn't count.
Yeah, but no, not accidentally.
But we've never even done a like, hey, are you wearing this?
It will happen.
Yeah, that's fair.
Absolutely.
Well, like, yeah, you're right.
I thought for sure. I thought for sure it would have happened by now.
Yeah,
it will.
Yeah, like we've intentionally done it, like right now, or like for Taylor when we were looking at our holes, which Virginia's gonna knit.
Yes. On my to-do list.
I mean, I guess now's as good a time as any, but you decided to cast out a different lacy hole top instead.
I know, right? Okay, but I thought I want to talk about first.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Before we get into the so I was thinking about this, and I think I just talked about it last time. I don't think you started it. So this is the Vacation Vest by Park Williams, also known as Park and Knit.
So good.
It's knit from cotton, sunshower cotton from Purls Soho. It has this like marling look. It is so cute. I added, so her pattern has you do just 2 little like joins, but I did 4. You can see like, there you go.
They're like button claspies, right?
Yeah, it's so cute. I'm obsessed with it.
It looks like spring. Like that is the color of spring.
Yes, it looks like spring, but it's also a very warm. Like it has not been warm enough to wear it yet.
Yeah.
Because it's cotton and it's tank top and it's like
open,
very open. So yeah, I did do it with a crochet chain to pick up.
Have you ever done that before?
No,
me neither. How'd it go?
It went well. So it was funny because brief story time. My husband was changing the oil in my car and he's never done that, I guess. He always does his car, but we usually go get mine done. But he was like, no, we're finally gonna just do yours because they overcharge us. He thinks. So I was like, okay, well, you do that. I'm gonna sit here in the little lounge chair next to you because it was really nice outside. And I was like, and I'm gonna do something new too. And so I did the crochet chain. I felt like that was equally aiding in our household.
Absolutely.
So that's that. Cool. Okay, I have 2 whips.
Wait, okay. So before we talk about whips, actually, you know, we like led you guys up, but we only each have 1 whip to talk about today. Is that correct? You have 2. You have 2 whips. I only have 1 whip, and I guess a whip I will tell you about that I'm not here. But we thought we would play a fun little game today where we each wrote 3 questions that the other does not know, and we're gonna ask each other and learn some things about each other as you learn them about us.
Yes, absolutely.
So I guess I'll ask the first one.
Sure.
Okay. Virginia. You can only knit on 1 type of item for the rest of your life. What is it?
How specific? Is it like 1 design or like one
style of thing?
Like
you can't go as broad as garments.
Right.
But you can pick like 1 type of garment.
Right. I guess probably sweater knits. Yeah. Like I love the warm weather tanks and tees and stuff, but when it comes down to it, I love having like sweaters in the winter. Like that's my favorite.
Classic knitter option.
Yes.
It just means no quick wins.
Yeah, I know, which is sad. I guess I'd have to get really into like some worsted weight sweaters.
Yeah, bulky.
Cool. Should I ask you one of my questions?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay, so we're going into We're filming this May 2023. And we're going into the summer. So, what is your favorite summer knit you've ever knit?
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have to think about that one for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I talked about this one, and I do not know how many podcast episodes, but it is absolutely my pedal party. Also my
Obviously. I just wanted to make sure so that your pedal parties have got mentioned at least once in this episode.
Honestly, like I will pull it out because if this is your first time watching, it is the Wandering Flock, like a neon pastel pink. It is really fun lace. Yeah. It's got like really fun like ribbing texture down the side. And it has this cool like garter section at the top and a really cute little rolled neck. It is cropped and it makes me feel happy every time I wear it.
I completely agree.
This is another one Virginia's knit as well.
Yes, I remember when she started it and I was like, oh wait, I need to knit that like right now as well.
I love this saltier. I am so happy with how it fits. It still doesn't quite compare.
There's something about that pedal party, man. We should knit another. Maybe we should do a knit along.
Are you guys interested in knitting a pedal party with Virginia and I?
Well, let's think about it. Let's think about it. What about yarn? Let's look at my yarn and see what I got.
I need 2 skeins of something. I feel like I could make that happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, question for you. Oh, I already asked my question for you. Wait, should we talk about a whip? No.
We'll do all 3 questions? Okay.
Not rehearsed.
Clearly. Okay. So we've talked about this one before and I don't remember your answer, but it's just such a fun question.
Okay.
So I know we like did this with some knitting friends as like a get to know you and I just really like it as a question.
Okay.
What is your spirit animal as a yarn?
Yes. What is it? It's definitely going to be a fingering weight rustic wool yarn. And the reason why is because I am a little finicky and I do take time, hence the fingering. But over time, I really like soften and I'm light and fun to wear. So that's
but
me.
Also just a little bit homespun.
But also a little fun. You know, I'm not quite as dolled up as maybe some ladies are.
It's such a good
I've got a little itch.
A little bit of an itch. Like fundamentally, who are you as a yarn?
Yes.
You know.
This kind of leads me. This is my question. Was very similar.
Great.
But it's favorite weight yarn.
Favorite weight. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm torn between fingering and DK.
Yeah.
But I think
you can only choose one.
If I can only choose one, I will say fingering.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the speed of knitting with thicker yarns, but I get hot really easily and I love the versatility. Like a fingering weight yarn is a sweater or a tank or a garment, or an accessory. Like it's just so
it's all of it.
Versatile.
That's true.
If I could only pick one.
Yeah.
But again, I would miss the quick wins. So.
Yeah. Agreed.
Thicker yarns for sure. Okay, final question. So this is a fun question for me because I also love learning like about other accounts to follow. But what's one Knitstagram account you really enjoy following?
Give me a second.
Yep.
You know who I love is oh my gosh, and now I'm Tipsy Knitter.
Oh, Knitting Tipsy?
Okay. I love watching her stories and love watching her. She has so many fun beach knits and that's just like so not my life. Like never go to the beach, you know, I'm always like dirty in like the mountains, you know, it's just like not who I am, but I love it and I like that she's embraced that and she's got so many fun things that she's knit for the beach.
I feel like that's definitely like kind of the way you follow like travel influencers.
Yeah.
It's like you know that you can't live that life, but you get such like a little bit of FOMO, but also a lot of inspiration.
Exactly.
I feel like hers is one of those accounts.
Yeah, I agree. Yes.
I think it's a fun one.
Yeah. Oh wow. I can't believe That was a good question. I'm gonna take that question instead of my last question. My last question was like needle choice, which is like so boring. So I want to hear your. I mean, we can tell us your needle choice, but I want to hear yours too.
Okay, fair. I'm a Chiaogu girl, hands down. Interchangeables all the way.
Yeah.
I also finally splurged and got the like little shorties interchangeable set for sleeves, and it was such a worth it investment.
Yeah.
Good needles are like change your knitting for sure.
Definitely.
I also always think about it. I'm like, I would spend roughly $100 on a slighter quantity of yarn. Why wouldn't I spend that once on a needle set that I can then use?
Yeah,
like,
it's true.
forever.
I mean, you use it all the time,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
it's worth it.
Yeah.
Okay. A knitting Instagram account that I really enjoy following. Man, I asked you, but I didn't like think about my own answer at all. Let's go with. Okay, actually, recently, so Megan, Kimchi and Co. Obviously, she has amazing knits, but she has started also posting just like her daily outfit.
Oh my gosh, I know. I love her outfit.
And it just is giving me a lot of style inspiration as well.
Agree. I totally agree.
Her vibe is so cool.
Yeah, it's so chic and like
yeah.
It like kind of Parisian, I guess.
Yeah.
I would say.
Stepped off the pages of a European fashion magazine.
Yes.
But in like maybe an achievable way.
Yeah, I would agree.
Obviously her knitting is also amazing, but I've been really, really enjoying the outfit of the day.
I agree. I agree. I always do a little hard on it. That's funny.
Great. Okay. Well,
sweet. Well, that was fun.
Let's talk about some of your whips.
Yes.
You have some good ones.
Yes. Let's do some whips.
Okay.
I don't remember the name of this.
I'll look it up while you talk about the other first.
Okay. Sweet. So this is my Leafbird cardigan. And it is starting to look like a cardigan. So let's pull it all up. So here is sign.
Oh, it's so good.
I know. It's so lightweight, but also so warm. And then this is the back. So what I have left to do on it is you pick up and do a neckline on it, and you pick up and do the hem on the bottom. So I need to do both of those things, and then it will be done. But I've been kind of dragging my feet on it just because it's like one of those things where I feel like I have to like spend, like be like, okay, I have all evening tonight, let me do that. You know? Like it's not like, oh, I have a couple hours, like let me just, like I have to like kind of settle in and do it.
You are so
I'm so close. So I'm so excited to have it. I started this last year as a office cardigan. And I'm so excited to have that.
You've made so much progress on that since our last video.
I know. Well, to be fair, it was not as, it was, yes, it looks like a lot of progress. It wasn't that much progress, like knitting wise.
But it became like not a garment into a garment.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So yeah, this is it. I'm so excited to have it. I love the lace panels down the side. I think they're so pretty.
I tried it on right before we started this, and I can attest that it is so comfortable and so beautiful.
And like so lightweight.
If
like,
I had the like
wherewithal,
determination, I would knit one.
Yeah, I would never knit it again. But oh my gosh, I'm so excited I'm gonna have it done once.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm finishing off this row, so you want to
okay, yeah, I was gonna say, I don't want to start this row.
Yeah.
Sweet. So this is the, thank you, Sea Breeze sweater vest by Park Williams, also known as Park and Knit. I am going to Mexico at the end of the month, and I really want to try and get this done before then. I am feeling very unconfident that that's going to happen, but you never know.
Okay, she says this. She started this 2 days ago. So look how much progress she's already made.
Yeah, but it is so, it's kind of slow going.
Kind of, but not really.
Yeah, so this is the back panel. You do kind of like a professional cast on, and this is the back. And that's all I know that happens. So yeah.
I feel like you went through a lot of different pattern ideas in your head to use that linen for.
Yeah, so this yarn, let me talk about the yarn. This yarn is flax linen. It's 100% linen. It's like straw. Like it's very like, let's see.
Crispy.
Yeah. So I tried a couple lace patterns and like they didn't look good. They like just looked really sloppy. And so finally Amanda actually sent me this pattern and was like, you should do this. And I was like, you're absolutely right. And I think it is exactly the right.
It is. It looks a lot cleaner than
it looks so much cleaner. It's really nice. It's exactly like kind of the idea of the shape that I was looking for. So yeah, I'm really excited to have it. I'm really hopeful I can try and get it finished. And if I have to block it in the salt water, then I will just feel like I'm channeling Knitting Tipsy. Is that something I feel like she would do?
It's really like the most stunning shade of teal.
Yeah, the teal is really pretty.
I'm going to request, if you do finish it in time, that you get photos of both it and your vacation vest while you are on vacation.
Yes, that is such a good request, and that is going to happen.
Yay! I want to see it.
Probably.
I want to see the like beautiful beachy photos, and then you can become your own beachy knitting influencer.
Exactly. Yeah, so true.
Okay. I only have one whip because so if you've seen since January, I've been working on the Azor, and at the last one I was debating whether I wanted to frog it, and I have decided I'm going to. I'm gonna frog it back to the sleeve split, and then I'm gonna decrease like waist shaping much more rapidly down 2 sizes. I'm really it's on hold until the fall because I need to work up to it, but I know that I've put so much effort into that sweater, I'm gonna like it so much better.
I completely, it's absolutely the right decision.
My friend who's knitting it as well recently did that, and hers looks so much better, and she's convinced me it's worth it.
Yeah,
so
it is. It always is.
Yeah.
If you spend even like an hour thinking about frogging something, it's gonna be worth it.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think about I've never regretted frogging and redoing something. So
it's true.
I will do it.
Yeah.
But I'm not working on that. I'm only working on one thing right now. Which I think I talked about because we just got in the yarn last time. So it's at the stage where it's really, really hard to hold it up. But I'm working on the Rifty by Jacqueline Cieslak. In it's like nothing right now. In Purls Soho Santalina, which is a cotton bamboo and rayon or something blend. Sport weight, really pretty, a little bit heathery, but not too much. I've had this tee in my like favorites for so long. It feels good to cast it on. It's got like a twisted rib split hem that's longer in the back. And then you continue the twisted rib up the like side of the arm. So I'm at the point where I've split the front and back, and I've knit the left shoulder, I believe, and I'm like halfway up the right shoulder.
It's so soft.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's a really nice summer yarn. It's so drapey. I think like I'm doing the version where it's a V-neck in the front and then a like crew neck in the back. Because there's a lot of different choices, which is, you know, choose your own adventure.
Yeah, her patterns are so like there's so many options in them.
Yeah, the coolest thing I'll talk about, because I love it and it saved me like headaches that I've had to figure out on my own for so many other patterns. She has a calculator to figure out your custom like arm depth for bicep, and then related to that, the amount of rows you should do for the V-neck based on your row gauge and the size of your body. Which I have had multiple sweaters where, because my row gauge is always off, I've messed up the short rows for the neck and had to figure out like a new count myself. So she does all the math for you. Or like you do the math, but she does all the
we appreciate
calculations. Yeah, so I'm thrilled about that. And I think I'll probably have this. My hope, so I'm heading back to Vermont for a week in 2 weeks. And it's lilac season there. And because this is such a pretty purple, I'm seeing if I can finish it to get the lilac photos in the lilac sweater. Bless you.
Thank you.
But yeah, this is the only thing I'm working on, and it's been so much fun. Yeah, you're like, I want to finish it for the beach, and I'm like, I want to finish it for the flowers. I want to stand in my purple sweater in front of the purple flowers.
I mean, definitely, absolutely.
But I'm excited. Colorado is very brown, and then it's suddenly green, and there's no spring in the middle. So I'm really excited to have a week of East Coast spring.
Yeah.
Which will be really fun.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah. So I think that's all.
That's it.
We're not working on too much right now. We've been pretty monogamous.
Yeah, we've been good. We've been doing good.
But summer knits, we're all about the summer knits.
Yes.
I don't know. What are you gonna knit next? When you finish your just started project?
I think my rift.
Okay.
And then my look at my holes.
You have time. You still have 2.5 months to look at my holes you need. Till you need to look at my holes you need. Until you look at my holes. Wow, I can't. And And then I think a rift in the green would be really pretty as well.
What about you?
I don't know. I might frog the Azor and maybe work on the body, so I don't have to think when I'm like on the plane to Vermont.
Wow.
Maybe. Or I might finally cast on the Love Note I've been talking about.
Yes.
So I just don't know. I like don't have. I also kind of want to knit the Moon Crush by Jacqueline Cieslak.
Yeah.
But I have 2 yarns. I'd need a third, so I don't have it yet. There's also the stripy turtle tank that I have this yarn for.
Yeah.
But I do still need like a main color yarn.
Okay.
So if I want to knit something with yarn I have, I need to do the Love Note or go back to the Azor. I don't know. I asked you. I don't know what I want to do.
We'll see. We'll see.
Life is hard.
Come check us out next time and find out what we've cast on.
Absolutely. If you're working on any fun knits, let us know. We want to hear from you.
Definitely.
All right.
Bye.